If you are a photographer looking to start your photography business or a established photographer looking to gain more organic and leads through Google, this is the video for you. Hi, my name is Joshua Kishaba, and I own the #1 local SEO agency out here in Honolulu, Hawaii. And in this video, we're going to go over my 9-step process of exactly what I would do if I was a photographer looking to scale my leads online. So let's get into it. The first step would be to either build a website, or if you don't have one, to also edit your website. You can use different platforms like Squarespace, Wix, or WordPress. I recommend WordPress because of the large functionality that it does have and customization for SEO. I would use any of these themes on these websites. I'm including the links here on this slide deck that will be shared in the description down below. So if you want to access this, you can use that link. So I've included a couple themes and searches for photographers that would work well. So I won't go too much into how to develop a website. There's a lot of pros out there that know how to do it. And my team is very skilled at this. So if this is something that you want, yeah, just let me know and we can get that worked out. But I would just use one of these themes. There's a lot of great ones here, and they're all included in this link. So just some key things to look out for. Make sure that your website is mobile friendly, not just when you're creating it on a desktop that it looks good. You got to make sure it looks good on mobile. You got to make sure it's fast. This is a huge SEO ranking factor. And yeah, make sure there's a lot of CTAs and contact forms. We're going to go over a couple websites that I think do or that perform very well in the Google SERPs. So again, first step, build a website on one of these platforms. The next thing I would do would be create social media profiles on Instagram, Yelp, Facebook, TikTok, Pinterest, and also create a Google business profile. You can use this link here to create your Google business profile. It just requires just standard documentation for your business, and then you should get approved. This is huge for ranking on Google and getting leads. Then once you create them, I would get as many reviews as possible. The more reviews you get, the higher you rank. And the higher you rank, the more leads you'll get. So this is very, very important. Then I would make sure that your name, address, and phone are all set before you start your business. Or if you already have your business, make sure that you only have one address, one business name, and one phone number. Because Google really likes to see if you are all over the internet, to make sure that all of this information is the same, because Google doesn't want to be recommending a business that they aren't sure if they have an accurate address, an accurate business name, and an accurate phone number. So yeah, you got to make sure that everywhere on Instagram, Facebook, Yelp, TikTok, Pinterest, that you do have these key features. So after creating that social media profile and the Google business, I would go into the fun part, which is keyword research. So keyword research is setting your goals for what search terms you want to rank for in Google. So I rank this as a beginner because with the large language models these days, you can really do a lot. So here, we're going to go to ChatGPT, and then we're going to put in this prompt that I have created. So the prompt talks about finding keywords for a photographer in Honolulu. What you want ChatGPT to do is segment it to 3 different buckets: high competition, medium competition, and low competition. Because if you're newer, you want to target these lower competition keywords. And if you're more established and your website is already receiving traffic, you can start targeting these high competition keywords. So you want to scroll through this list. You want to see that everything is targeted at a specific location. So you can see in the high competition, obviously there's going to be a lot of competition here because these are the highest volume searches. So most people are searching for this. But if you really want to compete and you don't have a high authority in this space, these are the ones that you want to go for. So like things like affordable photographer in Honolulu. See, very targeted keywords that you want to rank for. Even though you'll get less volume, if you can lock in that number one spot, these are very, very beneficial for your business. Okay, so now that we have those keywords, we're going to create SEO optimized service pages. So this is when it gets a little tricky, but you want to make sure that you do this because this is what the best companies are doing. So for every single one of these search terms, the ones that you find most valuable for your business, you want to create one page for each service. And you want to use the keywords in the titles, the headings, and all your images. And I'll show you exactly a good website that does this. So you want to be a wedding photographer in Honolulu. But you don't want to go for the high competition keywords first. You want to make sure that you find a niche. So let's just say you want to go for all the elopements done in Honolulu. This is a website that does a great job. So Randy Kreckman. So what you can see, sorry if I mispronounced that, their whole website is entirely targeted at eloping in Hawaii. Right, so they are elopement photographer, but what they also do is they teach you, right, different ways to elope in Hawaii, and that's why they rank so well in their title tag. So this is what their website is telling Google. Yeah, there are a Hawaii elopement photographer, and the description's very descriptive. The headings, amazing job. Just does such a great job telling Google exactly what they do. You know, great website, amazingly looking. But I guess what's the most important is they tell Google exactly what they do, and they have supporting evidence based on that. So now that we are able to create those SEO optimized pages and your website targeted at those keywords, you really want to make sure that you have these FAQs and CTAs all answered, right? So you have these testimonials, amazing testimonials here, pictures, awesome, a good CTA, a good form on the website, huge. Yeah, as I said, all the Q&As, FAQs, and the guide, right? The guide to how to elope in Hawaii or how to take a good photo session in Hawaii. Amazing. That's why they rank so well for this keyword, because they answer every question that has to do with eloping in Hawaii. So Google is happy to recommend them for photography for eloping in Hawaii. Amazing website. I'll just put this in the slides so you can see it. All right, so next let's talk about getting your Google business profile ranked. So what you have to do is build citations. So you'd have to create things like your Yelp page, Thumbtack, Houzz, you want to create profiles on this with your name, address, phone, consistent across all platforms. I have a team that can create around 50 to 100 of these for you if you want to work with me. Or you can just do them yourself, but creating 100 takes a lot of time. But these will really help your Google business profile rank. There's a lot of case studies that show this as well. All right, so now you have your website, your social media profiles, your pages all built out. So once you get your first clients, you must collect reviews. I put this at medium hard because it's not easy, but it's not really hard. So every client that you work with, you must ask them for a Google review. This is essential. So I already told you to get a review from your friends and family, but you must ask all clients for Google reviews. Very important. You must also respond to all of your Google reviews. You should use your keywords in your responses as well. And also when you're asking clients for reviews, asking them to put keywords in their review also really helps. And then, yes, as well, embed those reviews on your website. Huge. Step 7, I would set up Google Ads and Google LSA if this is available in your area. This is a whole nother topic, but what you can do is you can set up Google Ads. I'll show you. So what you want to do is you want to type in a keyword that you want to rank for, but you don't rank organically yet, but what you want to pay for these spots. So these are sponsored spots. So something like wedding photographer. It's taking into account where I am. So you can use Google Ads to target a precise location. So you're not, in case someone types in wedding photographer, but they live in New York. Your ad wouldn't be shown. You could say, hey, I only want to show it to these zip codes. I would set up those Google Ads. This is a whole nother process, and I'll probably make a video on this later. But this is the next step that I would do, would set up Google Ads. And there's ways you want to make sure that you're tracking your conversions. You want to make sure that you know exactly how much you're spending on ads and how much you are converting into actual clients so you can measure your return on investment. I'll show you in a later video how to calculate ROI on your ads, but you want to make sure you're tracking conversions. So for this part, I would hire an agency. You can try it yourself, but money on Google Ads can just go like that when you least expect it. So I would hire an agency. You can call me up. We can get something settled for you. But yeah, I would definitely set up ads because you got to spend money to make money. Lastly, I would continue to optimize your site. Publish local blog content. So this means, writing blogs about local events, venues, tips. If you're a wedding photographer, I'll show you someone that does this very well in Honolulu. So again, stunning website, amazing website. Awards, testimonials, great videos. Awesome. You're a photographer, so you should be able to do this. So what they do so well is they talk about, must-know wedding planning guides, Oahu wedding planning venues, all these different types of guides they have on their website so that the user can not only use this information to really, really understand that they are the expert in this category, but Google also knows. They take note of this. They're like, hey, this business knows exactly how much a Hawaii wedding costs, what the best outdoor wedding venues, the wedding planners versus coordinators, how to plan a beach wedding, right? These are major questions that need to be answered. And this writing these kind of articles shows Google that you are the expert on this. So, after you have all your services on it, you want to start writing guides just like this. And again, incredibly targeted at our location. So yeah, optimize each post with target keywords, internal links. Again, little medium. You're probably going to want to hire an SEO agency for this, but if you don't, you can just take notes. And then lastly, you want to make sure that you're always tracking your results. You want to use Google Search Console and Google Analytics. You want to install this onto your website or have your SEO agency install this for you. And then track your keyword rankings per page performance, because if you're not tracking how well your website is doing, what are you actually doing? And then, yeah, continue to update and improve underperforming pages. And this is my 9-step process. So if you have any questions, you can download this presentation in the description below. Leave a comment if you have questions, or visit my website, get in contact with me. You can book time to speak with me on that presentation. So yeah,